Mac, you've got to be kidding me.
Just sit
Hey,
right
you
here.
know, I
Sit
know
down.
you mean well in the twisted Uncle Cobb sort
Just
of way.
save your breath for Robin.
How do you know she's coming?
Well, because Robin's had years of trying to save me from my overprotective instincts, and if she's true to form, she'll be here any minute.
This is nuts. This is nuts.
You know, call it an intervention. You were a fool to turn down Robin's proposal. You know, you two were so caught up in keeping score, you've lost sight of what you both want.
Do I really need to be handcuffed for this?
Uncle Mac, I know you're trying to help, okay?
Robin, you okay?
But you're totally overreacting.
Come on, sit down. Catch your breath, will you?
I mean, handcuffs? It's so embarrassing.
Oh, hey, Mac's right. Just take a breather.
I'm fine, all right? I'm not going into labor or anything. I'll feel a lot better when you handcuff my boyfriend.
Not until I've had my say.
You're gonna make this difficult for us, aren't you?
After he uncuffs me, Mac, you are going to uncuff me.
I love you. And I've learned to respect Patrick, so you'll know that I'm coming from a place of genuine concern when I tell you you're making stubborn, idiotic choices.
Okay, you know, you are certainly entitled to your opinion, but I don't
Robin,
think this
you
is
want
the
to
best
marry
way.
Patrick because you love him. You want to spend the rest of your life with him, and you're having a baby with him. Patrick wants to marry you because he loves you. He wants to spend the rest of his life with you. And he's having a baby with you. I mean, the reasons to get married are obvious. So are the reasons to stay single.
They are?
Fear of the future. Fear that things won't work out and the marriage will fall apart. Look, I know, I was married to Felicia, whom I loved with all my heart, but she left me flat.
There you go.
But I wouldn't trade a single day of it for anything. Felicia enriched my life in a lot of ways. I have years of memories that I'll always cherish. Look, my point is, there are no guarantees, right? Marriage is a risk. But so is anything worthwhile. I mean, you make the choice, you make the commitment, and you hope for the best, just like any other couple. Personally, I think the two of you have a really good chance together. Assuming you can stay out of your way long enough to say I do. Which I'm going to give you an opportunity to do.
Oh, well,
No, Mac. Hey,
how about
Mac,
you just
no.
do that? And Uncle Mac!
This is really awkward. I'm sorry.
Listen, I hope you don't feel pressure because I really...
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. You're right. You can go. Go ahead.
I don't know. Maybe my Uncle Mac is right. Maybe both of us overthink everything way too much. We let our heads get in the way of our hearts, so I don't know, I'm just gonna blurt it out. I'm just gonna say how I feel. First of all, you've been wonderful. Since the second I fell in love with you, I mean, all my defenses were up. I was prickly. I was controlling. I don't know how you put up with me all this time.
Honestly, I think you've been wonderful.
And when I decided I wanted to have a child, and you said that you didn't want to be a dad, I thought that you were being selfish. Anyway, and then the night of Georgie's funeral,
We made a miracle together.
Yeah. And instead of celebrating that, all I've been doing is trying to control it. And in retrospect, what I've been doing is pushing you away these past few months.
I'm still here.
I know. But you don't want to marry me anymore. And I totally understand why. I mean, because everything that I've done up until this point is showing you that I don't want to be with you. Maybe you even doubt that I still love you. Do you?
Look at us, handcuffs. Never imagined this. But you know what? That's exactly it. I've never made plans for my life. Outside of a brilliant medical career, of course.
And humility seminars.
Robin, I don't doubt that you love me. I know you love me. You taught me what love is, what it means. And I was starting to get the hang of it, starting to trust it. And then we made our baby together. You know, I've tried really hard to be honest with myself, what it's going to mean to raise a baby. And it's not going to be easy. Not all the days are going to be filled with calm and contentment. But it's going to be an adventure. Our little girl is the second greatest thing to ever happen to me. You, of course, being the first. I love you. And I know you have a fear of anything good that happens in your life because you've been hurt in the past and you're afraid it's going to happen again. But if you say no, I want you to know that I understand why. But if it was up to me, I want it all. I want the love, the marriage, the 3 a.m. feedings, school supplies, and soccer practice. I want to watch a little girl grow up. I want to look to you on our 25th wedding anniversary and tell you that I love you more now than I did on our wedding day. So, I am going to ask you one more time. Robin, will you marry me?
With all my heart, yes.
How you two doing? I need to interrogate a car thief.
We're getting married.
It's about time.